identity. Today we pause to remember over 2 million lives lost, dreams shattered, families torn apart. This is not just a story from the past, it's a wound that still bleeds for many. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe, because what you're about to hear is raw, real, and rarely told with this kind of truth. This is the story of Biafra. To understand the Biafra War, we must rewind history. In 1914, British colonialists amalgamated the northern and southern protectorates of Nigeria, not by unity, but by convenience. Nigeria became a patchwork of over 250 ethnic groups, with three dominant ones: Hausa Fulani in the north, Yoruba in the west, Igbo in the east. These groups had different religions, cultures, and systems. The British handed power to those they could easily manipulate, and the seeds of division were sown. In January 1966, a coup led mostly by Igbo officers toppled the Nigerian government. Prime Minister and other northern leaders were killed. Although the coup was declared anti-corruption, it was perceived in the north as ethnic bias. A retaliatory counter-coup followed in July 1966, led by northern officers. Thousands of Igbos were massacred in the north in what can only be described as an ethnic cleansing. Imagine fleeing your home, watching your children starve, your neighbors lynched just for being Igbo. That was the reality in 1966. The Declaration of Biafra. On May 30th, 1967, Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, military governor of the Eastern region, declared the Republic of Biafra. The name Biafra came from the Bight of Biafra, a coastal region rich in oil, Nigeria's economic lifeline. Biafra was more than land. It was a cry for dignity, a quest for survival. Nigeria, under General Yakubu Gowon, declared war on July 6, 1967. The war lasted 30 months, with Biafra facing a military blockade that led to one of the worst famines in modern history. Biafra lost access to oil revenue and was economically strangled. Nigeria's economy strained under the weight of war, relying heavily on foreign loans and oil exports. Post-war, the Nigerian government adopted the slogan, "No victor, no vanquished." But to many Igbos, the scars remain. Over 2 million Biafrans, most of them children, died from starvation. The images shocked the world, yet the war dragged on. Few countries recognize Biafra, only Ivory Coast, Gabon, Tanzania, and Zambia. The UK and USSR supported Nigeria, while France offered covert aid to Biafra. The war marked one of the first conflicts broadcast globally, with horrifying images of starving children shaping public opinion. The world watched, but did little, and history has yet to fully hold anyone accountable. Even after reintegration, Igbos faced marginalization in politics, military, and economy. Groups like IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, emerged decades later, reigniting calls for self-determination. The Nigerian government still treats Biafra-related activism as a national security threat. Is Biafra gone, or just waiting? Today, we remember the fallen heroes of Biafra. We remember the children who died of kwashiorkor. We remember the mothers who walked barefoot for miles just to survive. We remember, so we never repeat. Let's not just mourn, let's learn. Let's ask tough questions about justice, fairness, and the true meaning of unity in Nigeria. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Nigeria restructure? Is Biafra a closed chapter or a living wound? Like this video if you believe history must be told. Share it to spread awareness. And hit subscribe, because we have more stories that deserve to be heard. On May 30th, we remember. Biafra lives in memory and in the hearts of millions.